Hello children, today we shall learn in details why Gandhiji called off the non-cooperations movement. So my dear children, in my previous videos lectures, I have explained to you the reasons of launching the non-cooperations movement in Indian society. So my dear children, Gandhiji understood the ground reality of the Britishers and he understood the situations of the Indian society and he started the non-cooperations movement with the intentions that if we are no longer going to have cooperations with the British government, then the British powers will be collapsed within a period of 1 year. So by keeping in mind those things, Gandhiji started the non-cooperations movement in Indian society. So many of the Indian peoples, they were no longer going to have cooperations with the British government. And it really having a great effect in the society, but due to certain factors, the movement was getting failure. And we understood that due to certain factors, like the movement was getting very violent. Already, my dear children, we understood that in February 1922, Gandhiji decided to call off the non-cooperations movement. Why and what is the reasons? Because in a Chori Choraha incident in Gorakhpur districts, it was becoming very violent. It was becoming very violent, and due to that reasons, Gandhiji called off the non-cooperations movement. So my dear children, here there was a peaceful demonstrations, but the peaceful demonstrations which leads to clash with the policemen, and it led to the violent movement in the society. And in this incident, in this Chori Choraha incident, nearly 22 police officials who lost their life and 2 to 3 civilians who died in the incident. And due to this violent movement, Gandhiji called off the non-cooperations movement, because in Chori Choraha there was a peaceful demonstrations, but when there was a clashing with police officer, during that time it led to a violent movement in which many people who died in the incident, and due to that Gandhiji he called off the non-cooperations movement. Here Gandhiji decided that before we are going into the mass struggles, we need to train the satyagrahis. We need to train the peoples. We need to train the satyagrahis. Before they move into the mass struggle, they need to be trained properly. So dear children, due to all this factor, Gandhiji he called off the non-cooperations movement, because in Gorakhpur there was a Chori Choraha incidents which was becoming very violent, and due to that Gandhiji call off the non-violent movement, because Gandhiji do not want to have the violent movement. He wants to fight against the Britishers in a peaceful demonstrations, and when the movement getting very violent, during that time he call off the non-cooperation movement. So my dear children, here we see different views among the Congress leaders. Now the Congress leaders are coming with different views. Some of the leaders, they were very tired of having the mass struggles. That is why they wanted to attend the provincial councils elections, which has been set up by the government of India Act 1919. And according to that act, here many leaders they felt that if we are standing in the council elections, then we can easily oppose the British policy. Instead of going into the mass struggles, it is very important to oppose the British policy within the councils. And the prominent leaders like C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, N.C. Kellar, they formed the Swaraj Party, and after forming the Swaraj Party, they started arguing within the councils itself. So my dear children, here we understood that many leaders, they are not at all willing to stand with the mass struggles, rather than they are willing to go to the councils in order to oppose the British council. Because they said that it is very necessary and very important to oppose the British policy within the councils itself. That is the reasons we see the prominent leaders, they are forming the Swaraj Party within the Congress itself, and they are starting to argue for the council politics. So, dear children, there were some energetic as well as young leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose. They argue for the more mass struggles, because just recently I have told you that when the movement was getting very violent in Gorakhpur, in Chori Choraha in Gorakhpur, Gandhiji called off the movement. So my dear children, and during that time there was the internal debate. And what was the debate? The debate regarding economic depressions as well as the agricultural prices, which was continuously falling down and it was becoming very collapsed, and it turned into the politics. So my dear children, during that time the situations was very painful. The Indian society, they were going through a very hard time. And we see further that when the nationalism movements was getting very active in the Indian society, we see the formations of the Simon Commission. The Simon Commissions, they came to India in 1928. And why did they come to India? What was the reasons? Why did Simon Commission came to India? Here, Simon Commissions was formed in response to nationalism movement in Indian society, because the nationalism movements was continuously going on. To respond the nationalist movement, there was the formations of the Simon Commissions, and it was formed under the John Simon, and they came to India in 1928. And why they came to India? The main intentions of coming Simon Commissions to India was to look after the functioning of the constitutional system, because they wanted to see the constitutional systems so that they will give the suggestions to it. They will give the suggestions to make some changes in it. So that is the reasons they came to India, because they want to see the constitutional functioning so that they will give some suggestions in it. And when they came to India in 1928, why the Indians opposed the Simon Commissions by making the slogan, "Go back Simon Commissions"? Because there was no single Indians who were part of the Simon Commissions. Only the British peoples were part of the Simon Commissions. There was no single Indians. That is the reasons many of the Indian leaders, they came forward. They gave the slogan, "Go back Simon Commissions," because there was no single Indians who were part of the Simon Commissions. So my dear children, it was a strong oppositions by the Indians. They keep on opposing by saying that you go back to your own country. So my dear children, as we see, both the Muslim League as well as all the freedom fighters, they actively participated in the movements and they opposed the Simon Commissions. And after the Simon Commissions, we see there was a demand of Purna Swaraj. When Lord Irwin, the Viceroy, when he called for the Round Table Conference. So, dear children, as I was telling you that the Viceroy, the Lord Irwin, he invited Indians to have the uncertain offer as well as the dominant status for India in the Round Table Conference to discuss the future constitutions of India. And during that time, we see under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru, in the Lahore sessions, they are demanding to have the Purna Swaraj. And further they declare, my dear children, that on 26 January 1930 would be celebrated as the Independence Day, and the Indians will have the pledge to complete the freedom struggles movement in the Indian society. So my dear children, as we have discussed that, in our today's topic, we had discussed about the non-cooperations movements and why the non-cooperations movement was called up. The non-cooperations movement was called up by Gandhiji because the movement was getting very violent in Gorakhpur. And at the same time, we see that many Congress leaders, they were fed up with the mass struggles, and they said, and they began to discuss within the Congress party that they want to oppose the British policy by forming the Swaraj Party and to join the councils which has been formed in the Indian society. And at the same time, we see Subhash Chandra Bose, the young energetic leaders were giving a proposals to have more mass struggle. My dear children, already we have discussed about the coming of Simon Commissions. And why the Simon Commissions who came to India? They came to India to look after the constitutional functioning so that they would give some changes to it. Why they came to India? Because they were knowing that the Indians are continuously having nationalist struggles. So in response to nationalist struggles, there was the formation of Simon Commissions under John Simon, and they came to India to look after the constitutional functioning so that they would give some changes in it. And why the Simon Commission was opposed by the Indian leaders? Because there was no single Indians, and due to that, my dear children, the Simon Commissions was opposed in Indian society. After that, we have learned about the demand of Purna Swaraj. So my dear children, in 1929 in October, though the Viceroy who given the announcements to the Indian leaders to be part of the Round Table Conference to discuss about the future constitutions, but in Lahore sessions itself, under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, we see that many of the Congress leaders, they are no longer going to have any kind of cooperations, any kind of participations, any kind of associations with the British government. Rather than they are demanding continuously to have Purna Swaraj, and they wanted to celebrate the Independence Day as 26 January 1930. So here there is a proposals of celebrating Independence Day, and when they given the proposal on 26 January 1930, that would be celebrated as the Independence Day. So my dear children, this is how the freedom struggles movement which had begun in Indian society. Thank you so much for listening to me.